Probably the #1 call that people want to know how to do, that can yelp, that can cluck, that can do all that, is a purr. So I'm going to go over a cluck and a purr both together because they kind of go hand in hand. You hear of a cluck and a purr. First of all, a cluck is just what a turkey does naturally when she's walking around. She's clucking, kind of like a chicken. If you watch a chicken walk around, they'll just kind of a walking around, just a natural. It's probably 90% of the vocabulary is a cluck. They'll do it while they're feeding, while they're walking. And a cluck, you can pop your tongue or just kind of let off the call, just like almost a cut, but just less. So a cluck, you can pop your tongue like tick, 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 or I just kind of pluck, 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 pluck. And popping your tongue, you'll my reeds flipped on my call. All I'm doing is popping my tongue. But close your mouth. Or what I'm doing is just barely open my jaw and going. If you want to say the words something like quick or cut, quick, imagine saying the word quick. So that's a cluck. Now to do a purr is a little more hard, a little more complicated. There's several ways to do it. Some people do it with their throat, like you're gargling. I can't. See, some people do it with their lips, into the call. I don't do it at all good. What I do, and probably I want to say the most common way to do it, is fluttering your tongue. And what I mean by fluttering your tongue is do that across that call. Don't open your mouth real wide to get a cluck. Kind of keep it closed, but just barely open. Now, if you want to add more realism into that, you'll kind of do that different volumes, different sounds, change it in the middle of it. Don't just do a steady. Kind of change it up. Make your volume change during the middle of that. Move your jaw. So a lot of times I'll kind of woo. So I add the two together, you get your cluck and your purr. You don't want to do that real loud. Now you also have what we call duets or whines and whistles, which is another, worry about that later, but it's kind of hard to do. I'll try to do one, I kind of whistle. That's like a turkey should walk around feeding. So it's kind of like whines and little clucks and purrs. This is soft talk. When you got a gobbler close, you want to do scratching the leaves to add a little realism. When it's more of a feeding call is what a cluck and a purr is. So scratching the leaves while you're doing it. So if he hangs up about 80 yards and you can't see you, do just a little bit of that and he may come on in. One last thing, when you're doing that cluck, don't do it too hard because it can sound like an alarm putt. A lot of people don't go over this anymore. And by an alarm putt, what I mean is when a turkey gets scared and he lets the other turkeys know something ain't right, that's an alarm putt. If you hear that, most of the time it's game over. If you can shoot, you better shoot. An alarm putt is like, so if you do your clucks real loud, it's going to sound kind of like an alarm putt. Don't do that. Do it soft, do it subtle. Try it out. I hope this helped you.